And I would never do my shit right there.
I know, nigga. Like, nigga, we got trash bags, nigga. How are we using those? You just want to go to YouTube for the views? Did you? What's up, y'all?
Black Goose family. How y'all doing, y'all? What's up with it? Oh, I forgot my shit. What's good with it, y'all? I'm gonna stay here for a minute. Hey, man, salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't really be saying much hopping in, you know what I'm saying? But salute to anybody who's really, like, just been watching this and supporting this, man.
Oh,
you know, that shit dope, man. Because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could be watching 100 million other things, goddamn it, is YouTube and this motherfucker. So you got all types of shit you can fuck with. So we appreciate y'all, man. So we're going to start with appreciate y'all. Appreciate it. Throw a like, goddamn it. We're going to do it all throughout the whole stream. So, yeah, man. What's up, man? How your day going, man? How you feeling, man? I want to talk to the people.
How it is, man. It was short long, if that makes sense, man. It was long. I went to the gym. Hold on, y'all. Once I get right, I got you. This bike got crazy.
Oh, that's right.
All right. It was long. And short at the same time. It was long. The workout today I did was so long because I didn't want to do it. And I was going to cut my workout short because I didn't want to do it. But end up persevering. And I feel amazing right now, even though I'm still.
Okay. Yeah, long short day, man.
Huh?
That means you got a good workout. Whenever you're sore, man, if you're not sore after a workout, or if you're not feeling it in whatever particular area you're supposed to be working on, then most likely you wasted your time in the gym. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I'm gonna be 100 motherfucker with you. I had to bust some shit out today. I busted some shit out. I left work at 6. Go get my cut at 6:30. You know what I'm saying? Even while I didn't even give a fuck, the VP was there. Not the VP over me though. But I was like, this motherfucker can't say nothing. This is like, what you don't call my VP and be like, oh, he was doing what? I'm like, he's not gonna give a fuck. He gonna be like, okay, man, please. He's not gonna carry nothing. So I'm like, went, did that, came back. I didn't think I was gonna have time. Got back about 7:20. So I busted out a workout real quick. I'm feeling good, man. It's been a minute though. But I love working hard, man. It's fun.
That's what we gotta do.
All right, try again. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get. Man, you gotta do. That's YouTube.
Internet.
Oh, the internet. Man, I've seen that. Oh, Microsoft Edge. That's crazy. Why don't you go to the app? That shit's probably better.
Oh, you want to go to YouTube?
Yeah. That's usually but yeah, my day was solid. It was solid, man. Overall, man. A lot of shit going on. What we got? We got going on this weekend. We got fights, but
It's Father's Day.
It's Father's Day this weekend. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. I done forgot. So it's Father's Day, man. Happy Father's Day. Early happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know
Read between the lines. What do we know? Look at this guy, man. Crazy.
It's funny that you said it that way because that's how he says it. He'd be like, read between the lines. Read between the lines.
That's really read between the lines.
Yeah.
What do we know?
I be watching it. Nah, they tried to play Matt Hopper, man. Old girl, some chick, man, tried to accuse him of rape, man.
Why does anybody want to be raped these days, man?
I don't think everybody wants to be raped. I think it's either some are being raped and some see the financial gain from, saying some shit like that. Because I'm like, if you're going after someone with some money, you know what I'm saying? If they don't have the actual police going after them, if they got clout, you can just take them to civil court. You know what I'm saying? And that's all about money. They got to pay you a certain amount of money. So it's like, it's the system, it's the game, man. Niggas be trying to come up, man. That's why I be saying, man, some of these motherfuckers, especially when they be up there, they be forgetting how some people living. And some people, they don't give a fuck. They'll do whatever the fuck they can to not live the way they live. You know what I'm saying? No more.
Facts.
Goddamn it.
You see that breaking news right there?
Yo.
Should we report that right there?
Keep it moving. Yeah, man, we living in crazy times, man.
But I think that is something, man. I ain't seen the word charge, man. I couldn't tell you the
Officer charged in death of Rashard Brooks. Atlanta police officer charged with murder and shooting death of Rashard Brooks. So, yeah, I seen that. I'll probably pull up Daily Mail in a minute. I just didn't want to go too soon into it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we don't got to there?
Nah, but it's definitely interesting. It's an interesting topic.
It's interesting. Why are you interested?
You know what I'm saying? If you're just looking at one side, it doesn't seem like it. But if you look at the totality of things, there's a lot of people who's believing that he was in his right to do what he did.
The cop?
Yes.
Oh, from that site, he was reading from that one.
And there's and like I knew this happened because I read it on the same site, and if you look at the majority of those comments, they're saying it's not going to stand in court. It's going to be proposed as self-defense. And they're saying it's all part of an agenda. There's going to be even more riots.
It says he's facing up to 11 charges: felony murder, aggravated assault on 5 counts, violation of oath of office 4, criminal damage to property, and face death if convicted.
What does that mean, though?
I'm saying
it's always like that. Whenever
I'm saying, I'm
arrested,
I'm pointing it out how they're charging him all these charges. But like you said, if he can provide proof that he felt like he was in his right duty, no 12-man jury I don't see in today's day is going to convict that man.
Absolutely, especially if we're talking about majority being, it's not about race, it is about race. Majority being white folks.
Right.
The only way it's going to be the opposite if somehow it's a majority black people.
I don't see that happening.
If anything will be happening even then. It's all who they choose. It's going to be strategic who they choose. Look, I'm not taking sides. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the world is one. Like the way this shit is dividing is only like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? People believing now it's a war on cops. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. Who do you think they're going to side with? Cops. And this goes back to, remember I was telling you about that comment where the dude said, we ain't outnumbered, we out-organized. I said, no, brother, we are outnumbered. You have to realize that. That doesn't mean join. That doesn't mean join or go along with anything. You just have to be smart enough to be, if you're not realistic, you're going to be fucked up. So know what you're dealing with. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, this is low ball going to overshadow the George Floyd shit. You know what I'm saying?
If George Floyd's officers don't go,
they will. There's hard evidence to even combat that.
They're going to jail.
I believe the man with the knee on his neck is for sure, bro.
You know what? Remember what I told you?
Oh, COVID.
2, 4 years probation. Maybe even 6 years probation.
Not
a lot of probation, a lot of community service.
It's gonna be like 10 years. It's gonna have to be something. It's gonna have to be something that to the eye looks enough, but in reality, if he's on good behavior, he probably can get out in like 2 to 3 years. Like it's gonna be on some shit like that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? When everything died down.
I'm telling you, right now, that man is not gonna be.
I do believe they're gonna put it because there's too much attention on it.
Like you just said, this story's gonna take that attention down.
It will, but there's still gonna be. It's like we in the state because of the whole COVID situation. People got time. You know what I'm saying? If the COVID situation was there, I agree. But I'm like, that's because people got time. Like they gonna make. Like I don't see this going away anytime soon. Especially I'm like, there ain't no sports right now. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be the perfect opportunity to even make an even bigger divide when it comes to this new case. It's hard for me seeing him getting convicted. Or even if it is, now he's not going to jail. Like all those charges they name, like that's not going to uphold the court.
I don't know. It's crazy. I feel like old boy that killed George Floyd going to get way less than people expect. I feel like he'll get more than people expect.
Is it? It's gonna be hard to uphold in court. Because if you see the video footage, the only thing that really throws him off though is now this video footage of him kicking him after he shot him. When originally there was body cam footage of him saying, please breathe, please don't die, don't die. So it made him look in a good light. But then footage came out where he was kicking him after he shot him.
That's why there you go right there. That kick right there is blatant.
But you gotta understand, you can still say self-defense. Like if anything, they might put him on probation, lose his badge. But they're gonna say because that dude attacked him while intoxicated, took his taser and ran off, he was justified. Even though in my opinion, I'm like, he took your taser and ran off. He wasn't even attacking you.
No.
So why do you have to shoot him?
Or even shoot him in a place where you know he'll die.
Oh, he was a threat to other people. He was intoxicated. He was just asleep at the wheel. How is he a threat to other people? I'm just wondering. But it's interesting to see, like when I look at that site, the overwhelming amount of people were like, he had every right to do it. You know what I'm saying? If someone grabbed my taser, or they were like, I never provoked a cop. So, woo. And I'm just like, one thing that gets me is why y'all forget the fact that he was drunk? Y'all acting like he just act like that. And so now this shit comes out where he was, he had some past charges. He's just a criminal. But I'm like, why do y'all forget he was drunk? He was passed out.
People act like they never been drunk and hit another mode where it was like, yo.
What's crazy is the cop kept coming. I'm not saying the cop wasn't doing his job, but if in the footage you're telling me you're going over, you tapping him, or you're even like, do I even want to deal with this? Knowing you in your head, you're like, this is a drunk dude. Do I want to deal with it? So I'm like, either right away, go up, hey, you're not waking up. If you know what it is, handcuff him right away. Put him in the backseat. Why you, hey, bro, wake up. Like, what is he waking up for? You gonna ask him questions when you know he's incoherent. Doesn't make sense.
Either you gonna arrest him, or let that man be.
One or two options, but it was like, so that's not me taking sides. I'm just questions that are just interest me because at the same time, I'm like, what you have to put in perspective too, it's a job. So it's like you working overtime, all these hours and shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably he might have had a bad day at the crib or something. Life just hit him. Who knows?
It'd be interesting though how somebody can really be aggravated. Like, I feel like if somebody I know is provoking me and I know why I'm being provoked more than, you get me? I feel like it's all about emotions at that point. You know what I mean? Like, can you control your emotions and put them towards the right people, or you going to put them towards people? You feel me? And cops is going to usually, most times, put it towards people that don't deserve it. Come back to the crib like he ain't wrong, but he probably just did some crazy shit.
But it's because they're in a position of power that most people aren't. Most people can't get away with being like that. They're gonna have to deal with a cop. They got to go to jail. I'm like, if you every day are walking around with a gun on your hip, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember I told you when motherfuckers they had bulletproof vests on and basically masks.
I just seen masks the other day. I seen cops they was putting on.
Yeah, and not all of them. They're not. It's not just masks. Like some are wearing bandanas around their shit, wrapped like tied. I swear to God.
That look like
what we in Watchmen, nigga? Like what the fuck going on?
It look like some what's it called? Like they call damn, I don't want to say bandages, but like I know what
you're talking about.
Yeah, like the
bandits.
Bandits, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I'm like majority of them,
Mad Max.
Yeah, like majority of them had bandanas on. Like I was like, I didn't really see too many face masks. That's all. Maybe I seen one or two, but
it's just like think about it. Think about it. If you can't see my face, even if you got my name, it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to find me.
And then the body cam can be useless because I'm like they don't know what cop was on the scene. They can lie.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy though that the Watchmen came out though, bro, and that's how them cops was moving.
And it's crazy how the Watchmen ended because I think that shit was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, that's what I'm seeing, man. I'm like, these motherfuckers got their face covered. I don't know what none of these motherfuckers look like. Out here, at least, I'm like, is it, you know, I don't know if it's the same for y'all out there. Man, so about some, I don't know, man. The purge is looking more and more possible every day, guys.
Man,
think about if this COVID shit continues. How long is this going to continue? How long is it going to go?
bro, you know what's crazy? Like, as much as we haven't heard anything about it, it's just like, it's still out there. And I know certain people are still abiding by it. Because I've seen them. Like, well, I haven't seen people put on masks just to come get their stuff. I'm like, this whole time without your mask. Now you want to come get your shit with a mask. Like, come on. You ain't going to breathe better air after you put that shit on.
I don't believe in this shit. Nah, I do. It's getting like I think that shit is man-made for a fact. But would have been some crazy times, yo.
The craziest part about these times, separation. One more day. Am I lying? It's like all of a sudden we seen a whole gang of cop videos now doing wrong. So I'm like, shit.
It's a narrative. It's like there's always like
always something that they trying to promote at a certain time.
Yeah, man. It's always dominating the media. Like it's never like this it's a consistent, just different type of shit. And that's why motherfuckers fuck with YouTube so much. Because you can, you know what I'm saying, when you go on most of these internet news sites, they're talking about the same shit. Why? It doesn't make sense. That's why nobody wants to watch cable no more, goddamn. TV shows, man. Even movies to an extent.
To an extent.
They get damn near close. If you want to talk to mainstream movies, they all kind of got.
I still like the other ones though, the sleepers. Like the Michael J. White movie.
I like those the best because I like the ones where there's nothing behind no agenda. That's why I enjoy Bad Boys so much. There's no agenda behind it. It's two old niggas doing the best they can. It's great.
Trying to live.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, action-packed niggas trying to die, but at the end of the day, it's like, man, we old and we just trying to do better.
It's like all these other movies, like, I see what this pushing.
I miss shows like that, man. Much y'all want to talk about Bill Cosby, man. I miss shows like the Cosby Show, man.
I know.
Just good episodes, just pure, just.
And you can learn something at the
end. Man. You don't have those no more.
You gotta even get Full House to an extent. Like, damn, like, y'all had TV shows, Fresh Prince, like, y'all didn't see TV shows, like, damn, you gotta learn your lesson.
Okay.
Right now, it's like, man, fuck shit up, keep moving.
Shit, man. There was really some good shows back in the day, man.
I didn't think about that, like, all the, man, you grew up with some good shows, bro. I kept me entertained for sure, man. My wife and kids, man.
Oh, man, my wife and kids is crazy. I love that. I had the Martin DVD set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Romeo show.
Romeo show was crazy. Remember Just Jordan?
Just Jordan?
Yeah, great show, man.
Remember, everybody know Proud Family. But,
man, Proud Family was crazy, though.
Remember Fillmore?
Like that. Fillmore, yep. Shout out to Orlando Brown, man. He was a legend during my time.
Man, he was a legend. Y'all don't
know, man.
Orlando Brown was a legend,
bro. He was in everything.
That's so Raven.
Bro,
Corey in the House.
Sister. He was in everything. Shit, he was in other shit I didn't even realize he was in, nigga.
On me, bro.
Like, God damn.
He was more successful than a lot of people now.
Mm-hmm. Or the nigga was even 12. It's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's a lot of good shows.
Family Matters, man.
Yeah, man. I almost forgot. Family Matters was good. I didn't appreciate that enough until a little bit. I got a little bit older.
I got older. I'm like, damn, people used to make fun of her, but they just some good ass episodes.
Yeah, they had some real shit going on.
Hey, Carl Winslow been showing Gino, boy. You can't mess with Carl.
Nigga, the Jamie Foxx show. I almost forgot about the Jamie Foxx show, man.
Wayne's Brothers,
man.
all that.
I didn't really like all that. I'm not gonna lie.
He didn't kill.
I don't even lie to you. I'm gonna be real with you. I was mid on Kenan and Kel. I like some episodes from Kenan and Kel. Some I just can't stand. I can't watch it like that.
But it's because you knew Kel was gonna do some bullshit.
Yeah, that shit bugged me, man. I'm like, why this nigga always on some bullshit? He the only nigga in the whole show on bullshit.
I know, like
Why is he the only
bullshit?
nigga?
Everybody else never do bullshit.
Like, give me one more motherfucker on bullshit. Like, Kenan never wanted to do the bullshit. He always like, oh damn, Kel, you dragged me into this shit. I was like, man, Kenan, nigga, you could have said no.
I don't lie, bro. I think I was opposite, bro. Kel would fuck up the shit Kenan would want to do. It's just, they be good plans, but Kel will fuck it up every time.
But yeah, but what I'm saying is like that nigga Kenan was all man. But hell no. That nigga Kenan was on some bullshit, man. Kenan was on some bullshit. Appreciate the light, goddamn it. Throw another one. Kenan was on some bullshit.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we had back there.
Miss one more, man.
I know, man. But it's all good, man. They just don't have shows the same, man.
We just doing black shows. I'm like Malcolm in the Middle. I fucked with that shit.
Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle was cold. I remember that, but I didn't appreciate that till I was older.
Oh, true.
So I was trying to think of the shit like I enjoyed maybe when I was younger. Because I'm like, I when Netflix came around, man, when I found that shit was jokes, man.
Man, Malcolm in the Middle was crazy.
People with the herb, man, that shit was crazy, man. Well, when I was a kid, this show, man. I might have went through all of them, to be honest with you. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I say this. You know what I'm waiting for? Huh? You know what I'm waiting for? I don't know if y'all, man. The Snyder Cut, Justice League, 2020 motherfucking one, yo.
I nigga love that nigga Snyder, yo.
I can't wait. They're talking about it's either going to be 6 hours, 8 episodes, whichever it may be. Yo, this is going to be the craziest thing in the world, man. Batman vs. Superman is probably one of the most beautiful, the director's cut. It's one of the most beautiful masterpieces that you will ever see in your entire life. There ain't nothing better than that. Ben Batfleck, man, that's probably the best Batman you ever see, man. Because I'm like, if you go back, I won't even lie. I went back and I watched The Dark Knight. I went back and watched, the Christian Bale Batmans. I was one of the biggest fans of it. But when I rewatch it, I'm like, man, the villains carry these movies. Except maybe the first one. But I say this. What I love the most about that series, the Dark Knight series, is the relationship of Alfred and Batman. That can never be matched. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
And the black guy, Morgan. Morgan made a great appearance in that, man.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman act the same and everything. He gets down to the same. I'm like, this nigga
he don't never switch it up
for the last 15 years, man. I don't remember the last time I seen Morgan Freeman ever look different, nigga. I'm like, Morgan, goddamn. All right, look, Suicide Squad, you about to, okay, wait, because I don't want to discredit what I'm saying. Batman vs. Superman, the director's cut, if you ain't seen the director's cut, don't say nothing about Batman vs. Superman, because that's literally a 3-hour film in comparison to the theater version, an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Man, it's still one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life. The Dark Knight series, they had amazing villains. Bane and the Joker, crazy. Suicide Squad, I actually am one of the few who enjoyed it.
I like the movie. Will Smith was a gangster in that shit.
I loved Will's character, and I loved the Joker's. I loved the Joker
all
in that
of it
one.
was dope in there.
Because it was such a different interpretation.
Who was the crocodile? Was he a crocodile?
Killer Croc. Yeah, I love that motherfucker.
Cold.
I just feel like the storyline, the way they had it kind of put together.
Yeah, it just was weak because they tried to
It was like a video game. It
Yeah.
was like a video game storyline, bro. It was like we was playing Resident Evil, my nigga.
And then you end up finding out this and that. It's like, get out of the building before you die.
But hey, if you want me to be 100 with y'all, they said the same dude who directed that, WB did the, and I want to talk about this in length because I want to do this. We had a group chat, man. I wasn't able to really talk about this in length and really talk about how they played Zack Snyder.
Let them know, Blue. Educate their ass.
WB, they did the same thing to the Suicide Squad director. I'll pull up his name later, to be honest with you. I probably won't, but y'all can look that up yourself. That's cool. They did not allow him to have a lot of the finishing cuts and a lot of the finishing version of his movie. Look at this. They did not allow him to have all his finishing cuts. They edited out a lot of what he had. They said they filmed way more than what you actually see in the theaters. WB basically still That didn't do that good in rating when it came to Rotten Tomatoes, even though Man of Steel was one of the best things. Like Man of Steel compared to any Avengers movie, it don't even come close. If you want to talk about a film aspect, I'm not talking about, how did they portray the superhero compared to the comic book. I'm talking about in a film, a cinematic aspect. All right?
And I'll say this, though. Captain America Civil War.
It don't come close to Man of Steel. The way Man of Steel is filmed is absolutely beautiful, man.
Well, it was a great movie. I watched it the other night.
So, Suicide Squad had the same effect that happened with Batman vs. Superman, where Batman vs. Superman and the Justice League was a lot worse. With Batman vs. Superman, what they ended up doing, they cut out a lot of what Zack Snyder wanted to put in because they wanted to make it a little bit more condensed, the same amount of time that the Avengers were at the time, which is funny because the Avengers, their last movie, they ended up basically copying what Zack Snyder originally wanted to do in the beginning. A lot of y'all think that is what they did is off the top, but they copied that. They knew they were big enough to do that and put out a 3-hour movie, and the story was trash. It showed they ain't shit. That story was trash. Trash. If you watch Batman vs. Superman, the director's cut, it's hard to find. But I think there's an inbox on YouTube. Hit me in the inbox. I'll send you a link so y'all can watch that. 3 hours long. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Batfleck absolutely killed it. Ben Affleck is one of the best Batmans ever because him being an old Batman, that's exactly how I imagine him to be.
How old was he in that?
The same age he is now, 41, 42.
Why do you say older?
That's an older Batman. We never had a Batman that old.
Who was Christian Bale?
He was supposed to be probably 27, 28. You thought he was in his 30s? See? He's proving my point. That was supposed to be a young Batman. Like in the first Batman, he was supposed to be probably about 25. Second Batman, about 28. And in the last Batman, he was probably about 30. Like that was supposed to be his time frame, in a sense. You can see it. Because if you look at the first Batman, the nigga looked exactly the same as the last Batman. So it's hard to.
That's why I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't know. I was like, I know what Christian Bale is. That nigga old. So I'm like, I thought that nigga was old.
So this is why I feel like people be sometimes being stuck in their nostalgia. Because when I watched it back as an older, like me being older, I'm like, that's what came to mind. I was like, Christian Bale being a great Batman to me is just not getting it. Like, nah, I just don't see it. The villains were crazy. Like Tom Hardy as Bane, that was crazy. His voice, with the hand on the shoulder, do you feel in charge? Like all that shit. The Joker, crazy. And I'm like, I even give Scarecrow his shit. But it also, remember, Liam Neeson was also in that as Ra's al Ghul. So they had two bad guys who really carried their weight. So
Liam Neeson was a great actor, man. I can't get
absolutely. And that was him in his prime. Well, not his prime because he was old still then, but right before he got out of his old prime. You know what I'm saying? So that old prime.
Tekken is his prime right there.
Yeah.
His new prime.
Old prime.
Yeah, his old new prime.
Now he's out of it. Like he's just on his way.
Don't think of Quentin Tarantino could make that man a great.
That would be crazy, bro. A Quentin Tarantino film starring Liam Neeson. Think about how legendary that would be.
With Samuel Jackson.
Across from Denzel Washington.
Oh my God!
Oh shit! Think about that. Samuel, Denzel, and Liam. Nigga. That's what I'm saying, man. That's crazy.
I got an inbox to Quentin Tarantino. I'm like, man, we can say my idea off. I'm gonna get this as proof.
I'm like, all these niggas is old, man. I'm like, y'all can get them in the same movie. That shit would be crazy, man. Especially the way Denzel be looking now, man.
He'd be perfect, man. Cause he's already like bro.
Denzel be looking like an old nigga, man.
Old.
And he always seems to wear that same black hat and white t-shirt. I'm like, nigga, always, and the white t-shirt never fits.
No, it be juicy, nigga. I'm like, damn. He like, I don't like that tight shit.
I'm like, this nigga is always just loose and the black hat is just always on, but it's never all the way on his head. It's like just like tilted. It's like the gray hairs is still kind of poking out. I'm like, man, this nigga did that. That's how you know, man. He really is just an old nigga.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, with the right director, Liam Neeson could be lethal right now, man. Because the age he's at, like, he could be that old nigga and be fucking shit up, but like, he look like shit.
But see, I would do it. It's probably too much, but that would be the 3 OGs, and then I have them right up under it.
You gotta have
it's
Michael
gonna
B.
be
Jordan
an action.
in
It's
there.
gonna be an action movie.
You gotta have Michael B. Jordan in there.
Nah, man, it's gonna be too much money, man. I won't be able to afford that. I'm gonna get Michael Jai White. He's gonna be under Denzel.
Damn, that's gonna be a great understudy. Understudy or in the film?
In the film.
Oh,
okay. It's gonna be an action movie. It's gonna be like 2 versus 2 versus 2. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot out there. Who should be on Liam Neeson? He's gotta be affordable, man. We gotta fit him in the budget, man.
Man, we probably can't afford I mean, Keanu Reeves, huh?
Damn, nah, that's because of John Wick. If it was before John Wick,
Not John
yeah,
Wick.
but now, man, John Wick got him popping. We couldn't afford that.
No
No disrespect to Michael Jackson, because I'm thinking about that sound good. No, I'm not saying that. Yeah,
You know he'll do a good action movie.
yeah.
Let him do him.
Yeah, we couldn't get Reeves though. That's a good pick though. God damn it. So he would probably deny it. He'd be like, I appreciate it, but yeah. All right, we got 5
Under with Leon. Okay,
Yeah.
bro, you could put
Ben Affleck there, bro.
But no, I know he's too expensive. That's way too expensive. Yeah, man, he's in Batman vs Superman. He about to be in the Justice League. It's not a cut. That's what I was talking about. How did I get distracted? We're gonna go back to that, but real quick, we gotta finish this. It's gotta be something because I know we don't really watch, film. So this is a hard part. Nah, he too expensive, man.
Damn, I'm getting to, but I'm like, damn, man. We gonna have to get a sneaky motherfucker. Get Liam.
If we can get Denzel and Samuel sign on, but that's why we got Quentin Tarantino to be good with it. And you got to trust us to be writers, man. We got to put them together, man. But it's like, all right, this is all our budget.
He would if we give him $100K.
So I'm like, we got to find someone under this. It can't be that too crazy,
Maybe,
but we'll fit in the budget.
Hold on, I know we missed. It can't be somebody. I'm thinking like that could be. You know what I'm saying? Like play that part.
Oh, I know already, y'all. Y'all know what it is. That dude in The Boys, man, with the black beard, man. He would be good with it. Remember he played Judge Dredd? He was with the black beard, man, and The Boy. Hallelujah.
Oh, the dude that had the beard.
Yeah. And, his girl,
Yeah, she tripped
with
with
the superhero. That motherfucker, man. Carl Urban.
Oh, the dude that got his girlfriend ran through?
Yeah. With the black hair and the black beard.
Wait, he didn't get his girlfriend ran through.
Yeah. Black hair, black beard. He led The Boys.
Oh, you talking about the dude that realized his daughter, his wife was alive.
Bam.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, him and Liam Neeson, great. Him.
Yeah, there we go.
Butch,
Yeah.
that was his name.
Yeah,
Butch.
Yup.
All right,
There we go. We here.
and then who we got paired with Samuel?
That's gonna be hard one right there.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Bring back Brandon T. Jackson. that nigga on the sideline.
We need to sit out. I think we need to get somebody like under Samuel. Low key, get Ice Cube son.
Bah!
All right, I'm with it.
Cause I seen him in Did the Thieves. I was like, he didn't do bad, boy.
We got the lineup, and then we're gonna try to get 50 Cent to make a guest appearance.
Yes, and he's gonna have Ghost too.
He was gonna get shot, right?
Ha
So like, yo, what's up, y'all?
Remember in all the powers?
There we go. That took way longer than it was supposed to, and that was coming off. I didn't get to finish my point about Zack Snyder and the cut. I'm gonna make it quick because I'm not gonna dwell on this topic too long. The Justice League got ruined because Zack Snyder had a terrible tragedy happen to his family and he left, and they hired the dude from the Avengers to be on it. He fucked the whole thing up. None of those scenes was from it. Very similar to why Man of Steel is one of the greatest movies in the world. Batman vs Superman, director's cut, one of the greatest movies in the world. This Justice League Snyder Cut's gonna be crazy.
We gonna see. I'm not. You see, I ain't boosting.
It's gonna be crazy. Crazy.
You better hope so, because the first one was Dookie.
But he didn't. Zack Snyder didn't do that one. Zack Snyder did Batman vs Superman director's cut, and he did Man of Steel. By the way, a lot of people want to talk shit about Man of Steel and say how much y'all love Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan actually directed Man of Steel. It was Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder. So technically, Man of Steel is part of the Dark Knight series.
Bro,
stupid niggas.
Where are you? Who is coming? I haven't seen no slander really on that movie. Oh, besides the
critics,
dudes in the chat, they was hating on it. But besides them, I ain't really hear nobody really say that was a weak film. That was weak. The fight at the end was dope. What more do you want? For the first time, Superman didn't get his ass completely. He actually looked strong out there, didn't he?
I just love the fight scenes because finally we saw a superhero movie when actual supposedly like outer worldly beings, when they fight, they destroyed the shit around them and there's consequences. I'm like, that's real. If it was supposed to be realistic, that's I love that. And niggas had a problem with that.
Problem with what?
It was because they wanted it to be a kid's movie. That's why.
He's gonna think about he's gonna think little boyish, and then when he gets to Shazam, he's thinking grown thoughts. Like, come on.
No, he's technically still a little kid, isn't a grown man. But that is weird.
Come on, bro. Like,
doesn't Shazam get a bitch?
Well, he can't be Shazam all the time. So he's gonna be like, "Come on, bro, Shazam right now, man. Dance." Like,
that is crazy. Oh,
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. I should have just took it, man. That's all I did. That's why we got box.
Hey, man, shout out to the people. We out here.
Hey, man, how you feeling about Trump these days, man? Speak your mind, man.
Crazy, man.
You gotta get your Trump in. Today at work, I went in there and I said, "Hey, y'all heard that Trump news, baby? He about to change lives." They all looked at me crazy, bro. Every one of them. I said, "Ooh, y'all ain't really heard that Trump news." They said, "What?" I told about that reform. I said, "Now look, before y'all trying to get on me, I'll let y'all know now. This is a rough draft paper that needs a lot of correction, but it's on the right path," as a teacher would say. You ever got corrections from a teacher and she tell you like, "This is fascinating, but you need to work on this, and work on trying to figure out this, and it'll be great."
Yeah.
That's what Trump's reform needs. But nevertheless, it's progression. And people out here, man. And I'm like, yo, man, I don't know what y'all want out here. That's the only way cops will be reprimanded is by a reform that puts that in. It might not be 100% accurate, but it's better than zero. Sometimes people don't know what a win is, man. They think you got to be 100%.
A lot of people have a lot of criticism, a lot of praise, shit like that, whatever it may be. I'm like 50-50 because I'm like, in the times that we're in, it's hard for me to see another president in this position and seeing how and like trying to think how they would handle it. If that makes sense. Like the closest I could would be George Bush, but I'm like, that wasn't nowhere near close to what was going on here. I'm not downplaying what happened then. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm like, this is
the Great Depression. So you have to look at FDR. That would probably be the craziest. I'm like, they went from high to the lowest.
I don't even think that even comes close because that's more so financial. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about people dying.
Well, that's the World War II. That's what I was saying. I'm just saying to what you.
Wild war is still going on. You know what I'm saying? I think this is crazy, especially when you think about where the dollar's at. But in a sense, like, yeah, that would probably be the best thing to compare.
I was just saying, I wasn't saying one was higher.
Yeah, but that would, if you want to compare it to something, that would be the closest thing.
So a president have to deal with some shit because that's some shit still. So I'm like, I mean, with FDR, I think what he implemented some type of money. I forgot what he did, man.
I don't even know like that, man.
I remember though, because he got lit. He was the last president to get like 3 terms or something like that. We only served like 2. He was the first president.
People, let me say this. People say history repeats itself. Watch Trump do the same shit.
Yeah. 9/11.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said Bush.
Oh, I thought you said think about some crazy shit that happened with him.
No, I was saying the reason why I said Bush as the last president I could think about was some crazy shit like actually happened to him. I was there. That's why I chose him, because I was like, actually, you know what I'm saying? I was somewhat.
In the 60s, he was all fucked up. Niggas was getting assassinated, some more shit. So.
Man, niggas was still getting high, man.
Shit,
you can say that now, yeah. Oh man, we living in some crazy times, bro.
Our home bases though, like we know about Palmdale, but then Victor.
But still though, Palmdale is still home.
Yeah, like we know
all that's home because I'm like, that's all right.
In the same, like you from San Diego to there, man, we here. Bakersfield too.
But especially Palmdale. Yeah. All the way down, probably.
Cause we used to play out there all the time, bro.
We say down to the Riverside, probably. All that right there. I'm like, that's all San Bernardino County. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But even the bill, man. And y'all,
I've been told you about the bill though.
I knew about the bill though. You don't gotta tell me, but I'm like,
I don't be trying to. I'll be like, I've been told you. I'm
telling y'all, man, we come from some shit too, man. It just
and I wasn't necessarily came because technically where we was at, we was in the good part. But I'm like around it, if he was over there, if he was dealing with it, I'm like, shit wasn't subtle. You know what I'm saying? Shit wasn't cool. If you wanted to get into some shit, it was easy to find. That's all. Yeah. It was mad.
All the time. No matter where you could go, you going nowhere.
And still I'm like I said, we was at the good shit, but there are still the flats in that area. You know what I'm saying? Nobody went to you know what the flats ended up being to this day. To this day.
No. Nobody wanted to go to the flats. People like, where you staying? Flats? Ooh. People used to be like, ooh. Am I lying? You tell somebody you going to the flats, they like, for what? Like, all right. But honestly, like, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I used to go down the flats. Like, man, everybody outside doing nothing. Like,
that's where you get all, like, if you want to get a free hoop session in with a lot of niggas there, you go to the flats. Or
maybe outside.
You go to the flats, you go to Atlanta. Or you go to the Apple Valley Rec Center. One of the three. I'm telling you, Atlanta's course would be popping. I'm telling you.
Bro, we used to go to West Point. Fool. That shit used to always pop way over there, bro.
Yeah.
Think how far that was, bro. That wasn't around the corner. That shit was a push from the crib. Yeah. That shit was a push. We go all the way over there. Just to hoop.
When I be thinking about it, I be like, man, the desert ain't that small.
Nah, bro. That pushes was all the time. Used to be like, oh, we gotta go to Toronto. Oh man, it's an hour. Yeah. Was it not? Especially if it was.
I just didn't get how they would still consider the desert. I never got that. I wasn't considering the desert though, because to me the desert,
we never got
specifically is the valley, Sperry, Atlanta, Victorville,
Marshall.
Yeah, I guess you know.
That's the end of it.
That's so mad.
That's like that. But when you welcome in though, like that's the
like,
first thing you're gonna hit.
If you go all the way to the end of the valley and you want to go all the way into Atlanta, that's probably like a 40, 45 minute drive.
Could be an hour. Shit not close, but it's close just because we know where we're going. But
if you didn't, that's
like, man, this is a pit. Remember we went to Jim and Nick's? We was like, damn, Miss Sharon, it's kind of, we was like,
yeah,
where we going?
That shit
she was like, I didn't feel like we were driving that long.
I get it though, because now that you kind of hear it.
Yeah, now I know when I went down there, I said, oh, this is where, I'm like, oh, that didn't take that long. Yeah. But like, I know now, I'm like, oh, okay, like, it's all about your awareness, man. Awareness. You gotta be aware out here. Because if you're not, you're blind. If you're blind, then you're following the blind.
Drop a like, goddammit. We here 46 minutes in. Tell you about some real shit, man. How you feeling? You got anything else you want to touch on? How you feeling?
I don't want everybody to know. You're gonna have dark days, but you gotta be bright. Absolutely. You gotta illuminate your brain. Absolutely. And your heart.
Absolutely.
In times like this,
Speak, brother.
cuz
Oh.
hatred is upon us.
Hatred is everywhere. Well,
But it's upon us. When I
about other shit and the shit that's supposed to keep you distracted from what's really going on. Don't just accept everything for what it is.
tell them,
Wonder why, ask questions, and find out yourself.
and people ask you why you asking questions, you gotta ask them why you mad I'm asking them.
So you're so set on your belief, or you're so set that whatever the fuck you getting this information is true. You mad that you question. I'm just asking, well, what makes you think that that's actually what it is? What makes you think it's not you? I'm like, why are you so convinced so easily?
People, huh?
The same shit you reading other people, that's people writing it. Why do you believe them so much over your own knowledge or chance of actually making some shit up?
Yeah, man. Why y'all out here believing somebody telling you words out their goddamn brain instead of reading what's on paper and written?
The world is set up to distract us. Everything is a distraction. That's why I was like, that's why I was like, last night we were talking about the Kyrie Irving situation. I was like, I'm not saying he's very intelligent. Everything he's saying is facts, but that's a whole different aspect of why he's coming up and saying it now. Everything is a distraction, so don't allow you to get into the same routine and get distracted and start saying fuck it. I'm not saying anything is right, wrong, or nothing, but just don't be manipulated. So do y'all think NBA season will return even though the players don't want to finish the season?
Look, at the end of the day, if they don't play, the owners have the right to take that cheddar. Because that's what they're paying you to do.
3 or 4 players, I might be wrong, I'm not going to look it up and see off the top.
Right now it's Ben, Bron, DeJounte, AD, Hope. What else he got? Missing somebody.
No, actually. I mean, 3 or 4 players, right? Because this is unprecedented time. So if you don't play, they can take the money and you actually owe them. Only 3 or 4 players who have that in their contract is LeBron, one who's willing to come back and he wants to play. And one is KD. Obviously, he's injured. He has no choice. I think the other one is Carmelo, I want to say. I may be wrong with that one.
Damn.
Guess who the last one is?
Chris.
Sorry, it's not Carmelo. It's Chris. Chris Paul. But guess who the last one is? Steph is another one, actually. You're right. Steph is one. But guess who the last one is?
Dang.
Guess who the last one is? It's obvious. We've been talking about it.
Luka.
We've been talking about it.
Damn.
Guess what? We've been talking about this motherfucker when it comes to the NBA
Kyrie.
season. Boom. Kyrie is one of them motherfuckers who Nope, it's not Giannis. Kyrie is one of them motherfuckers who in their contract in unprecedented times, you cannot withdraw their salary or any of the money that's paid to them, or they don't have to pay them back. Because what they're saying is like basically what happens is
He's smart as
since
fuck.
you didn't play them games, he's smart as fuck. LeBron put that in his contract form.
Oh, he did? Well, LeBron is the smartest. King James strikes again.
LeBron and Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul, you know,
But you got to be Rich Paul in too. Because you know Rich Paul was saying something.
I know.
Rich Paul, shout out you, Rich Paul.
So it's easy for Kyrie to say, I don't want to come back and play when there's a lot of dudes who are on the bench and they're like, wait, hold up, hey, nigga, I'm not trying to pay the league back. I want my money, my nigga.
And that's why I think that's
talk about it.
But see, look, and
let's talk about
I always got what Flu was saying. And look, me personally, I know what it is, but I also know what it is, if that makes sense. I know what it is. If we're going off just strictly talent, Kyrie is very, very talented. He's probably talented to more of a Steph than a Dame, than a Westbrook. You get what I'm saying? But Dame is better because Dame can get his team to playoffs, got his team to the Western Conference Finals, and eventually losing to the defending champs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kyrie's never taken a team just by himself. People talking, oh, he saved Braun ass. I'm like, okay, he hit a good shot. Nobody said he wasn't nasty, but don't sit here and make it seem like Kyrie was the whole reason why they got to the finals. I'm like, when Kyrie went down, LeBron took them motherfuckers to 6 games. Please don't tell me Kyrie's taking that Warriors team to 6 games, because he's not.
Hell no.
He's not. LeBron was playing. They were talking about giving LeBron the MVP of that goddamn finals. I was watching
while
it.
they lost.
I was watching it. He was on some shit. He was on some shit.
Who was the second most talked about player on that Cavs team during that playoff?
Daddy! And then it was Tristan Thompson.
Look, come on, y'all.
Was it like, well, I'm not lying. Tristan Thompson got paid off that
That's why
finals.
though we go back into the same argument. I always have to repeat why are people so impressed by the fact that Michael Jordan didn't make the playoffs for 7 years and he went 6 for 6. LeBron ain't never missed the playoffs. That don't mean nothing.
You don't missed it once.
So he went. How many years in the league?
He won his rookie year. He didn't go his next year, and then he went.
No, I mean like how many years in the league he been?
17.
He went 16 for 17 in the playoffs. That's not something people should be impressed by.
That is impressive.
That's crazy.
I'm like Kobe. Kobe didn't start yet. Oh, we started being bad after that.
Yeah.
He was bad after.
Yeah,
he got to
16
the playoffs,
for 17, bro.
Bro, you don't gotta tell me. I already know he went to 8 straight finals.
Crazy.
When I say that to people act like they could just sweep that away. I'm like, bro, I don't care what division he was in.
That's crazy.
8 straight finals a lot. Bill Russell, the last motherfucker to do that.
Hallelujah.
Ain't that crazy? Bill Russell really went to 9 straight finals, man.
Yeah, but they was old niggas, man. That was crazy. I don't know what the fuck was going on back then.
I know, they was playing the chucks, man. I couldn't imagine.
Shit, motherfuckers was hanging from trees.
No. That's crazy to go play. Go have 25 boards. You just seen some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's how I think about Muhammad Ali. I'd be like, damn, man, fighting back then. I'm like, oh, this shit it's crazy.
That's why it's hard to say he's not the GOAT, even though you look at Floyd, you're like, look. But it's just like, man, he had to go whoop the listing ass, and then we leave the hotel. He's just getting talked to crazy.
It's crazy. When I be looking at the shit that's happening now, the shit that's happening back then, it's like everything people could say was orchestrated back then, right? Because they had control. So it was, right in front of your face. Now, when niggas say it's orchestrated, it's hard to say because it's not right in front of your face. So it's hard for niggas to dispute it and feel a certain way about it. So it's like, it's crazy. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck's going on, man?
Living in crazy times. Hey, man, I told you, boy. That boy right there, crazy.
You think we're gonna have another Malcolm X?
We need one.
Hey, have y'all seen that KFC is making a game console? Yeah, bro, I saw that, bro.
They are.
I just don't know. I'm like, what's gonna be the game and consisted of? Just chicken? I'm hungry as fuck. That shit sound fire.
Shooting chicken?
Just chicken? Like
hockey chicken?
What is like? You gonna be able to play like 2K on this shit?
I know. Like, is it just another console that's gonna be a fruit?
I don't know what the fuck is going on. They're gonna try to get, but only in certain areas. They're gonna get rid of all their cashiers and gonna just try going to straight, selfish checkout.
That's when people gonna be starting to try to rob them.
But think about this: we have the COVID situation, so that's why they're giving people excuses to take away jobs that people actually, you know what I'm saying?
If I was people, I would uproar.
Shit's crazy, man. Shit's crazy, y'all.
Gotta keep your mentals. That's why keep your mentals.
Shit's only gonna get crazier. We talked about this a little bit in the last podcast last night, but what is there to come is only getting crazier. Do not think that we're at the end of shit or shit's gonna get back to normal or shit's ever gonna get back to normal. Shit is gonna continually change. Like, we're in some new times. Like, we're literally going into what motherfuckers when I was younger would be like, we're hitting the future. I'm like, we're hitting the future. They are changing shit, so the future looks substantially different from the past.
what y'all gotta do, man, is y'all can't just be fooled, man. Y'all gotta be prepared.
You know how hard that is, though. When niggas are constantly hypnotized by shit in their face. Boom, boom, boom. So many people are manipulated. They listen to the shit right in front of them and they believe it.
But that's what I'm trying to
That's
say
YouTube.
to him. But I'm trying to say to him.
I subscribe to your belief.
But I'm saying to him, like, how many times have I said I watched something and you say, yeah, I was watching it too, but I got this out of it, so I kind of stopped watching. I'm like, okay, respect. But I'm like, but hold on, I'm trying to get to a point. I'm like, you weren't always like that, though, in a sense.
I know.
So I'm like,
that's why I say what I say, because not many people get to that point. You have to literally look at the person. Like, everything is built now for people to idolize people so much more easily. Everything in social media is built, even when it comes to these streaming services, like buttons, all that shit. So it's like, it's hard for people to be like, I see the flaw in this, and I can't completely try and resemble whatever they're teaching. Like, they're not always right. And that's religion. Religion is literally that. You know what I'm saying? Where you think that person up there, they're always speaking the truth and they don't have no bullshit going on in their life. Like, you gotta understand, everybody's a human. Nobody just speaks straight truth. Like, everybody has bullshit going on. I don't give a fuck where they at in life. Once you realize that in that reality, you can start looking at shit different. It's hard to idolize somebody when you start seeing it that way. You respect. Respect is different. You respect people because you understand what they're doing or trying to do or working towards. The idolization is at an all-time high.
I was just trying to say to them, I'm just like, don't be fooled in a sense where it's like, don't get caught up in what you watching and forget to listen. Because sometimes I can watch something, but then I ask myself, damn, what was that person saying? It was something like this. But if I was listening, I would remember like, hey, remember when he said, da-da-da-da. Now, it's hard, you watching an hour, 2 hour type, 3 hour type podcast. I don't expect you to remember everything. But I'm just saying, be listening though. That's what I'm saying. Don't get caught up. Because I'm like, make a good, I watch Star. I'm like, all right, Star, don't have BS right now. I can't watch this one.
Absolutely.
Then I watch another one. I'm like, hey, I like how Star's coming on. I see how he's coming. I like what he's talking about. I like how the whole thing is being, you know what I'm saying?
Pinpoint that and see that as what he's saying. He's intellectually seeing it. It's not emotionally. Don't be emotionally.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying watch what you're watching, but I'm like, when you're watching it, start understanding what you're watching and who you're watching.
Absolutely.
Because I'm like, even Pharaoh, I told you I was watching him for a minute. I was onto it, and then I started seeing it, and I was just like, why you stop? Why you stop putting your foot on the gas on that topic? When I remember in that video, you was telling me, I'm not letting this go. I'm going all the way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I should see a weekly update on that. I'm not saying be crazy on it, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Those hot topics is the best you can to boost them up. It's all about money. That's his job.
I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying, when I'm watching them now, I'm not going to say, okay, this video, he's telling me that good stuff. Or I'm like, I got to listen and be like, all right, there's nothing here for this one. I'll listen too long. Next video. And there's nothing wrong with that because I'm like, not every video is supposed to be heard for you. That's why it's an algorithm that they think they know you, but you got to know you.
You got to be willing to go outside of that box, but you also have to just be willing to look at shit for what it is and be realistic. Living in reality is something that is lost nowadays because it's so easy to not live in reality because it's all the distractions. Right? So just see the world for what it is, or at least try your best. Believe in your opinion, believe in your belief.
Yeah, man.
There's nothing wrong with not agreeing with someone. There's nothing wrong with talking about that. If someone has a problem with that and they feel crazy because you're not agreeing with them, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, either have the conversation, like, it's not going to work. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Be different. Not different in the sense where you're trying to cause some type of reaction because you're different. Be different because you're thinking.
Yeah.
You're wondering why you're asking questions, right? Don't just go with the flow. Want to end with 5150?
You feel like?
Man, I'm always ready.
Well, then it shouldn't be a question, right?
You want to find a beat? You want to connect? Gotta do live too, man.
This guy over here trying to I don't always connect.
It's only right.
No, it's not right.
It's only right, you know what I'm saying?
Then I'm going to start holding you more accountable.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, I heard.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Ah! Ooh. Excuse me on that. This was a good podcast. I don't even want to call that. Fuck all that shit. This was a good talk. We talk. When we get on this thing, we talk. That's all we about. We talk right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end up, doing some other shit with it. And I promise you, we're going to stop being a little bit lazy with it. We have so many talks when we do this, but we don't get the mics in front of us because we have mics. So for us to not utilize it, that might be the name of the shit. Laziness. Because I'm like, all we gotta do is plug in our mics so we have the crisp sound. Because that's one thing, when I be listening back, I'm like, man, we don't have the crisp sound. But I'm like, we got mics. Why are we using them?
You used to.
I know. But remember, we was trying to figure out how to use that with the mics. Remember?
We did it.
You're right. All right, y'all. Next way y'all see,
tell you, man, it's just us.
I know. Next way y'all see, I promise y'all, the sound's gonna be a lot more crisp.
All right, man.
You can do it, and we being lazy.
So, I got a beat, y'all. I don't know. I
I
never heard it before. Should we take a break before we do it, or you just want to?
We're gonna do a short lady nigga break. Give us 3 minutes.
On the beats. I'm chasing green, trying to count days like this. Come to the ring, and niggas faded, plus I'm to the egg, and slinging shit like a quarterback, and I'm a ring, cause she running back. She can do that shit. Keep on running, you don't make it through. Look, smoke my background. Smoking Reggie and that loud. Keep the heat like Chris Brown. Baby calling my phone and she texting me money for me to come home. But I'm so focused on getting the money. Making sure one day I open from now. I just deal with it, searching and praying up one day the blessings don't bring it down. I know everything that sometimes I feel like I love my whole way, but I'm so coming down. She just been loving on me and she lately she calling me, she love my sound. I ain't gon' stop at that nigga, I'm without making a sound. I just be feeling like y'all just be hitting me up when they drown. I ain't gon' trip because she's like a refugee, watching me from out of bounds. I'm grinding and moving, just what I'm doing and focus on getting them down. Most of y'all niggas just saying, oh really, y'all should just be writing this down. I just be chilling with all of my job, when we're hitting and passing it loud. Enjoying the moments while they just be here, cause any day all I can be out. That I'm living, that's why it seems like any day I just want everything that's around. But that you rap about how we they hate it, the fact that they just figure it now. The more that I'm learning, the more that I'm searching and finding out shit that can figure it out. And I just keep on praying and asking my God that one day I'll just figure it out. Life and I'm living and wishing I never did wrong. Life and I'm living and wishing that God keep me strong. Life and I'm living and wishing I work with people. Life and I'm living and wishing I know you was wrong. Life and I'm living and wishing I never did wrong. Life and I'm living and wishing that God keep me strong. Life and I'm living and wishing I work with people. Life and I'm living and wishing I know you was wrong. Shit, I'm a nigga son, man. Without that nigga, man, none of this shit possible, nigga. Shout out that nigga, man, for real, man. Black Goose. Let you right there, back out all my niggas saying, niggas saying, back out all my niggas saying, niggas right there, back out all my niggas saying, let you right there, back out all my niggas saying, songs, they all come on my flag, right there, back out all my niggas saying, money, it causes real pain, right there, back out all my niggas saying, shout out Malcolm. He told us all his cash. Right, out on my niggas saying, CGE, we rockin' to the bag. Right, back out on my niggas saying, I'm all up in the crib, I'm finna have a night. Anything you gon' want to go have a fast. My swag so cold and my clothes hot. Baby, hit me up and said she want to pie. So I'm swerving in the coupe, I'm gonna go get a ride. Baby girl, so fine, she make me lose my mind. I be nice with the shits I believe in my mind. I'm gonna be such a G, I'm nigga in my prime. I be taking the design. No religion on myself, why I nigga always gotta climb in the lab, can't stop.
Alright, y'all, we back. We just playing. Here. Once again, I ain't heard this, so you just have to roll with it, man.
Hey, salute to the people. Hey, yo, throw a like, man. Throw a like before I go. We're gonna end soon. Throw a like, goddammit.
Yeah, throw a like, man.
Why did we stuff Reese's Take 5 with 5 flavors? Because you can't handle 6.
Damn, last one. I ain't seen you in I don't know how
I know.
long, bro.
What? Now you back in.
Nah, we ain't burn no food. We had a motherfucker, it was a break. Last one was good with it.
Oh,
I was like, nah, you can keep going. I was like, damn, we ain't seen last one in a minute, man.
I know. What's good, man? Hope you doing well over there.
How's it going over there, man? Y'all dealing with COVID still?
Appreciate that like.
I know it's young lost. Strada, nah, we never burning food. You heard? Ha! Tell her.
We never burning no food.
Nah.
We only getting the food.
What?
We only acting the fool.
Tell it.
I'm out here feeling like I'm really cool, cause I'm out here smirking and cool.
We chill it.
Looking at her, then she looking at me, know she know that I'm about to go hoop.
We chill it. Yeah.
I feel like I'm cocky cause I don't even feel like I wanna
You
hoop.
don't wanna know who.
I'm just out here feeling like I gotta go and really go true. You getting dangerous out here, so these niggas out here really shooting and loot.
They shooting out
I'm out
here.
here feeling like I gotta move and I'm out here moving and do.
They really be sure.
We chill, we in the crib, we chillin' with Fluke.
Yeah.
We lit it, we feel like we gotta go broke. Wait, last one is here, so we all turn. We have feeling like we gotta get it, and we ain't burning no food, all hurt.
They really be shooting out here. They shooting, they looting out here. They really be out here looting out here. They really out here, they be moving out here. They go a little way in the back. The way they be feeling, they really be shooting out here. Hold up, me and my niggas said, yeah, I just be fluent out here.
Go.
What's that, y'all? What y'all on, man? Y'all came on a late shit. Trying to keep shit cool. We at the end, man. I can't stay up too late, y'all. Hey, shout out to all of my niggas. We moving nowhere that we move. My little bitty, I call her up. Yeah, I just call her my little bit boo. We doing what we need to do. Yeah, I just don't say like the flu. Yeah. A nigga never ever lose. Always be winning. I feel like I move. That nigga's mad. I feel like I do. Everything that I be saying be new. The homies on this shit that's brand new. Yeah. I'm number one, you number two. Yeah. Y'all niggas mad because you lose. Y'all niggas mad because I'm cool. Yeah.
You gotta out here, you gotta love it, you gotta live. I'm out here feeling like I'm about to get to the dollars and I'm about to go get the bid. I'm out here feeling like I did a big, cause I'm feeling like 25 in this shit. You cannot stop me, the bitch. I just walked in this home when I feel like I got on shit. It's all up on me.
I be feeling like I'm clean. I feel like I'm really Mr. Looking at her like she trying to get dollars, and I feel like I've been running blisters. You can never stop me, little hoe, cause I'm trying to get
appreciate
dollars.
that extra light, bro.
Hey, everybody
Show
know
us
we gonna
love.
do it, and we know we gonna do it, we gonna go do it.
They really shoot out here. Yeah, they really shoot out here. Yeah, I don't be tripping the way I be tripping. My nigga ain't losing out here.
Nah.
You never seen the way I'm moving. With my little bitch and dude.
Man,
Everything I said, do it.
wait,
When the niggas coming forward,
man,
I just be moving, I'm moving.
ooh,
Never winning, always winning.
man,
Why you always just be losing? Never know this to be too shit.
yeah.
I be number one, never number two. When my niggas know how they really move. Never seen a nigga that is be so cool. Call my niggas up, tell them how I do. Yeah.
You niggas, they shooting,
They really be shooting.
Niggas, they
I
shooting,
don't
they
be tripping,
shooting.
I'm moving.
Niggas, they shooting.
Never know I'm cool.
Niggas, they shooting.
Never number one. Hold up, number one. Y'all just does be too shit. Hey, y'all. Hey, we got some shit coming down. See, I be every time I'm done, I was about to say, all right, after this, we done. Y'all niggas do us another light.
I know. Somebody came in with the sneaky one.
No, with the sneaky blah. Blah, how you feel? Number one more, and then we out of here, man. I'm like, it's getting late.
Always late.
You know, I can never change it, man. Every time I'm like, I'm gonna change it. At this point, man, you just gotta live life. You never know when that shit gonna end, man. COVID real, man. I don't want to do that shit. I mean,
You don't tell your ass at home, nigga. Stay your ass there. Call us in 2 weeks, tell me how you are. Come in, that's what I'm gonna tell you.
wait, hold on, I gotta call that nigga in 2 weeks. Like, this motherfucker's not even gonna
Hey, I remember this sound right.
This song, the footlong, is the $5 footlong song just for you.
Throw a like. If y'all just hopped in, throw a like. I know y'all may jump out real quick. Damn, I was trying to get that foot nigga. Throw a like. Throw a like at it. Cause we about to be over. That's what it is. Y'all can make it. We got to stream for a minute. Before I hop in.
I don't want to get that. No, I don't want to get it. No COVID over here.
Yeah.
No COVID over here.
Nah.
I'm just trying to stay clear.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stay clear.
Clear.
14, 14.
More.
Where the fuck did that go? Where the fuck did that go?
Yeah.
Man, I'm feeling really low. Feeling like I'm really low. Yeah. Feeling like I'm in another zone.
Feel like I'm in another zone. Yeah. Feel like I'm in another zone. Check me out. I'm back at my own home. Back at my home.
Yeah.
Never see a nigga do shit I done. I just feel like these niggas watch me. Never seen nothing that else besides me. They ain't never seen how I be crossing. They ain't never seen how we watch things. I keep my eyes on the prize. Little bitch go me. Never see the way I do. I'm clean. I'm on different level. Baby girl all night. Type of big hoe. Watching. Where she moving, she starts it. Nigga like me, I be clocking. Nigga like me, I be watching. People gonna stop, I'm stopping. Do what I do, I'm just watching. Do what I do, I ain't dodging. I'm dodging. What's what I do? I'm really shopping. Hold up, fine, everything I need. Tell my little bitch that we about to be. Everything that you really about to see. Hold up, stop, I'm really about to feed. Got some food on my plate. Told my bitch shit day. Hugs don't really hate. Niggas know how you late. Yeah.
We don't want that cold. We don't want that cold. Nah, we don't want that cold. We just trying to get money. We don't want that cold. We just trying to get it off. We just trying to get in the road. We just feel like we in the road. We just feel like we in both. I'm just out feeling cold. I'm looking at her like she's trying to get $1 that she on the low. I'm just out trying to get the money and I feel like I just gotta go. I just feel like I'm quarantine thing, so I gotta go move me. Looking at her like she jumping me. She's trying to get help in the spin. I feel it too, that she understand. I'm tired feeling like I gotta be. I'm just looking at her like she's trying to understand that I'm about to get it every day. I'm just trying to understand why they over here living on me. I'm trying to get it. I'm just looking at her like she's trying to get that.
So
I'm about to go spit it. I'm just understanding why they hating on me because I'm trying to go hard, get it. I'm just out doing what I gotta do. I'm about to do what I gotta do.
Woo! Yeah. I don't be tripping on that yet.
Never that.
I feel like I'm really just about to
Be on the door.
moving so fast, come and jump.
Bop, bop, bop.
Just get mad, Dwayne Ross standing real talk. Alright, we gotta end that shit now, man. Hey, yo, shout out to the people who was up in here, man. Throw a like before we end this shit.
I know, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Lost One, man. He's a long time trooper in this game. He been here for the day one.
Shout out to Strada as always.
He's always. You already know. Estrada, man, they see him so much. They like, where is he at? Where's Estrada?
Throw a like.
All right, y'all.
Hey, yo, stay strong through these times, man. I know it's getting hard, but you know what I'm saying? Stay faithful, stay positive. Hopefully it gets better. I don't know. I can't tell you that. Stay strong. Ah!